It's Eli Wild 1 and this is my brother,
Luke Wild 2.
and together we're 2 Wild. And today we're adventuring at the Brevard Zoo.
The first stop on this adventure is located at the petting zoo within an area known as Paws On, where you can get a hands-on experience with wildlife, including the incredible 9-banded armadillo.
These are the 9-banded armadillos. Out of 20 species of armadillos, the 9-banded is the only species that lives in the United States. They reach 2.5 feet from nose to tail and weigh about 12 pounds as adults. Armadillos carry tons of diseases and should not be touched or handled in the wild. My brother and I were excited to hear that the ones that live in the zoo were safe to touch, so for the first time we were able to touch these incredible animals. They felt like a hairy turtle shell. It was so strange. At the zoo, they have a varied diet consisting of grains, carrots, and the occasional mealworm, among other foods. Keeping their weight on is especially important for female armadillos, since God made them to give birth to quadruplets. That's 4 babies! Fun fact: 9-banded armadillos can hold their breath for 6 minutes and can walk across the bottom of rivers. And they can jump up to 4 feet into the air in an attempt to scare off predators. While heading over to our African kayaking trip, we stumbled upon the giraffes. Bounding the boardwalk to our destination, we eagerly anticipated the expedition.
These majestic herbivores are the tallest land mammals in the world, reaching the top of a 3-story building. From a distance, their spots blend in together, but upon closer inspection, you will see that no 2 giraffes have the same spot pattern. Let's head over to the feeding station.
We're feeding the giraffes. Let's check it out.
Oh, guys. Wow, that was incredible.
Did you know giraffes were created with purple tongues so that while they are eating and grabbing leaves off trees, their tongues won't get sunburnt? It's finally time to have our kayaking adventure. Let's head over to the outpost and get ready. I grabbed my life jacket and hopped aboard a tandem kayak to begin the water-based experience. Paddling along the moat, it felt like I was fully immersed in a safari. First, we observed Monkey Island, populated by Siamang monkeys. Siamangs act as a jungle alarm clock and awake the forest with loud screeches and hollers. Can you imagine waking up to screeching? Good grief. Shortly after passing the Monkey Island, you can see the indoor housing for some of the animals, including ostriches, gazelles, and camels. Yes, the animals have homes other than their safari habitats. Next, we came upon Lemur Island, which was the home of the ringtail lemurs and guinea fowl. After viewing the leaping lemurs on this pine tree covered island, we navigated under the Rhino Bridge. This bridge was specifically designed to ensure that the rhinos could get from their night housing to their safari habitat during the day. The Brevard Zoo has 3 southern white rhinoceros that live in this paddock along with the Grevy zebra. Upon coming out of the tunnel, we see a large structure which looks to be made out of mud. Upon closer inspection, this is a termite mound. Although it is a replica, it is impressive to see the size of something built by termites, which are less than an inch long. Finally, we have reached our ultimate destination. This is the giraffe and gazelle paddock. It was so rewarding to finally be at water level with these incredible creatures. Fun fact, giraffes can reach a top speed of 35 miles per hour to escape predators. If that doesn't manage to get them out of the way, they're strong enough to kill an adult lion with only 1 kick. Not only are these creatures extraordinarily beautiful, but they also can be potentially deadly. Just before returning to the outpost, you cross under a picture-perfect bridge. If you have friends or family who are not kayaking, this is a great chance for them to take your picture. Kayaking at the Brevard Zoo was the highlight of the trip and one your whole family can enjoy. For more information on kayaking at Brevard Zoo, check the description down below.
Next stop on our Brevard Zoo adventure is the Lands of Change. This portion of the zoo is known for having the free-flying aviary. On our way to the aviary, we crossed paths with a few Hyacinth Macaws. They feed exclusively on palm nuts and can live up to 50 years in captivity. It was interesting to see their feathers up close. Once we reached the aviary, we each obtained the optional $1 fruit juice cup to feed the birds.
And this is the Laura parakeet. They're from Australia and they're a lot of fun to feed. Here at the Brevard Zoo, you're allowed to feed them. You just pay a small fee and you get a little cup and they'll land right on you just like this. How incredible is that?
It's awesome.
G'day mate. The Lorikeet can weigh up to half a pound and reach lengths of up to 1 foot, which allows them to perch right on your hands and arms. Sorry mates, I mean friends, that was my Australian speaking cousin. Now back to the facts. Lorikeets have brush-like tongues that help them pick up food. Not only can you find the beautiful lorikeets, but you can also find another Australian native, the Galah. Galahs love water. In fact, when it rains, Galahs will sometimes hang upside down to catch water droplets.
Did you know Galahs are sometimes called the rose-breasted cockatoo?
We also came across the Radjah Shelduck, which primarily feeds on small invertebrates and aquatic plants. We also saw these gorgeous Orinoco geese. Because this is a free-flying aviary, these Victoria crowned pigeons decided to strut on out in front of us. They are the world's largest pigeons, and surprisingly, just like flamingos, they can produce milk for their offspring. Look at those gorgeous wings. After leaving the aviary, we headed straight across to the free-roaming kangaroos. It wasn't too long before we found our first red kangaroo. This one was laying in the middle of the pathway. It was so cool! We were not able to touch them, but we were able to get extremely close. Kangaroos grow from a bean-sized joey up to a 200-pound marsupial. Did you know that a group of kangaroos is called a mob? The last two animals we saw in the land of changes were the emu and cassowary, both Australian natives. On our way to Paws On, the children's section, we stopped at the train.
Once we boarded the train, we immediately found our first animal. This is the critically endangered Scimitar-horned Oryx. Scimitar-horned Oryxes are considered extinct in the wild, but they're not going down without a fight. The Brevard Zoo was part of a large effort to help breed these animals and release them back into the wild. They were successful in 2016 and their population is now rising. The next animal that we found on our train ride was the camel. Did you know a camel's hump actually stores fat, not water? We are on the last leg of our journey through the zoo. It's time to hop back over to Paws On and see what the kids section's all about. Paws On is a great place to bring young ones. They have slides and other activities. Paws On also has a spectacular splash pad that connects to this aquarium, a feature we have never seen before. And as mentioned at the beginning of this video, it also has a petting zoo with armadillos. This is a great place to check out and we definitely recommend it.
Guys, that was an extremely exciting day and we can't wait to go adventuring some more.
This was awesome. My favorite animal here has got to be the giraffe.
We'll see you guys next time.
Get out
and get wild.